Good morning, art buddies, and welcome to Bricolage with Paint Girly. Bricolage, creating with a variety of available things, or loosely translated, with what you have available. So, I'm Paint Girly, aka Lori, and today I'm going to do something a little bit different, which I don't normally do this kind of thing, but I thought I'd make a doll. I saw a short on YouTube. I guess that's what you call them, a short. This guy looks like he's got, oh, maybe a little bit of glow. I don't, these reels, I keep saying it's a reel. I think Instagram is a reel and YouTube is a short. They keep popping up and they're entitled Metdaan, maybe you say it, Metdaan. I put a link in my description box of this video, of this little clip. Hey, good morning, Jen. Hi, Gail. How are you girls this morning? Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it. And so you can watch this. It's a doll made out of a sock, like a toddler size sock. It's a little tiny mini doll, which this one, of course, is not. I had a whole bunch of socks that I used to make hats when I was painting my light bulbs. Good morning, Kathy. And I thought I had a sock in there that would work. Actually, I thought I had toddler socks, but I went and looked at my stash and I don't. I had a lot of these ankle socks, and the sock that was used in this project is a kid's sock, which of course would be smaller than this, but it also had a little bit of a more of a neck. So of course I had regular socks. So this is more of a regular sock. And mine's just, it's not that cute. It's not turning out that good, but I'm going to do another one. We're going to see. Good morning, Miss Angie. So we'll talk about that in a minute. But I want to open some happy mail that I got from Calico Kate. She's here and chat with us, and she has a channel called Calico Kate. She's got a lot of cool things there for you to watch. So if you want to go head on over and check her out. We're going to open this up in just a few minutes. We'll see if a few more gals come in. The other problem I had with the socks that I used is that if you do it the way the gal on the video shows you, my hat doesn't fit. So essentially what they do is, I'm just going to take, let me see, where did I, oh, it's right in front of me. What she does is, we'll just go over this real quick while we, oh, there's Andrea. Good morning, Andrea. They cut right across here. Now, the other thing that you'll notice, well, there might be two videos, but the one that I put in my description box, I'm not sure now, I don't remember. The heel of the sock is going to be your face. Yeah, the head is very small, but I'm doing what they say on the instructions. Well, they don't really say anything, they just show you. So she cuts this off and then she opens it up like this, so it kind of looks like a papoose. A papoose. Good morning, Leah. And then she folds it in half like this. It's supposed to make a little mini doll. And then she takes this, and I'm going to go through this and actually do one. But of course, mine's going to be a different size. And then she turns it inside out, stitches the legs. Then she puts a gathering stitch around here. And then when she stuffs it and she draws it all together, it makes the head. She ties that thread around So I'm going to do one. I'm going to do one here for you to all see and to laugh at me. Can't have the hat? No, you're exactly right. So this hat I adjusted. I cut it down a little smaller and I cheated. I hot glued the hat on. But I think I also cut something wrong here because see, on the back, you should really just see a back like that. And then when the hat does fit properly and go on, you really don't see that mess you got back there. So what can I tell you? And then this one, I used some of the extra sock because the sock was bigger, and I just put it around the neck to hide the string there. And they also don't sink the eyes in a little bit, so I sunk my eyes in a little bit. I don't think this one turned out that bad. Could make a scarf to cover my But I was thinking too, like, if you got one that looks half decent, you can make little stitches, like little, French knots or something across the top of the head. When you watch the video, if you watch the video oh, thanks, Gail. If you watch the little video that I put in my description box, it looks a lot easier than it is, at least for me. Even just stuffing it to try to get the stuffing, but I'm not a very good stuffer. This one you can see I got a little bit of a booty butt, a little bit of a booty butt there. But this one I'm not too, this one's not too bad. This one, see, I was messing around with them last night. I was going to ditch the whole idea. Oh, okay, Leah, please be careful. Um, So I didn't get the arms put into this little guy, but see this head's better, but because I sunk my eyes, when you put your needle in and pull that, it's gonna flatten your head a little bit. But there again, with this one, I made out of a sock like this. It's like an ankle sock, so there's not much extra sock, but I put it together like she said, even though it doesn't have much of a top, and see, it still doesn't fit. Wah, wah, wah. So you may have a good laugh this morning. We'll just see. We'll just see how it goes. But I want to open my Happy Mail. It came yesterday, and I thought I will wait and open it when I'm with the girls. So let's see what Kathy sent me. Her such a Oh, there's Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. Her such a little sweetie pie. Now I don't wanna get, into the good stuff with Miss Scissors. Let's see what we got. Doo, doo, doo. Look, it's stuffed. Oh, I just remembered one thing she said she was sending. Woo! Look at this. Oh my, look at these. Oh, really, Ange? Angie's into looming. Oh, aren't these darling? Look, these look like Dick and Jane. Is that what their names were? Look how adorable. Thanks, Kathy. Baseball. I see baseball. Oh, that could be my grandson. Oh, these are darling. Aren't they sweet? Yeah, they are cute, Jen. Oh, that's precious. Okay, lovely, lovely. Look at all the Kathy, look at all this fiber. This is so soft. I love that. Look at that color. I'm really into orange the last couple of years. And then this is eyelash. Coolio. And my favorite thing, cheesecloth. Look at this. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Thank you, Kathy. Ooh, that's delish. Delish. Let me fold it right. And look at this beauty. I'm all right. I'm gonna. No, that's. Oh, look. Aren't they beautiful? Just as a reminder, if there's something there something that you need for me to see or need for me to answer, never worked with cheesecloth. Oh, Ange. I could pet that fiber all day. You got that right. Make sure you put it in caps for me, okay? Thank you. Oh, yeah, that would be a cute little book. Hey, Dawn, good morning. Look at those beautiful flowers, huh? Gorge. Oh, that's delightful too. Mm, mm, mm. Look at this. Oh, wait a minute. So you can see how pretty. Look. And they're sequins. Can you see them sparkling? How yummy is that? Wow. Mm-mm-mm. What's in this little guy? What's in here? Look at this. Look at that. It's so stinking soft. Those colors are cool. I wouldn't put red with purple, but that looks cool. Thanks, Kathy. We got some ribbon in there. A cute little sack. I'm a bad girl. I'm a bad girl. Looks like she sent me leather. Look at this. Oh, Kathy, thank you. What sweet journals would they make, huh? And a cute size. I guess it's leather. Are these like, this is all soft too. Look at, ooh. Ooh, Mama Lori's gonna have herself a journal out of that. This looks like it's a cow, like it came right from the hide of a cow. Oh, Kathy, thank you. And then we've got red. I wonder if my die cuts would. I guess they would leave enough of an impression where I could cut that out, and then put use it like an applique. Sweet. Oh, Kathy, thank you so much. Now these little goodies are for my son and his gal. Pot holders. Are they? I guess you can use them as pot. Oh, isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. Felicia is going to love these. Thanks, Kathy. Look how cute they are. These two go together. I guess you could use them as a pot holder or a hot plate, right? How cute that is. I haven't been up to their apartment yet because it just hasn't worked out, and they're up on the 3rd floor. I know, right, Jen? And with everything that's I just haven't gotten over there. But my husband said the apartment is real bright. They've got a lot of windows. So these will look great in a bright kitchen. Oh, look. That's cute fabric. Yeah, Kathy made them. And they have a little pooch, so they're gonna love that one too. Very thoughtful. Thank you, Kathy. Now, if they don't watch the video, I guess I could steal one. I might like to be having this one right here. I might be stealing that one. Don't tell. Thank you, Kathy. It's very thoughtful. I love everything. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. I think I don't know. This, girls, this is so freaking soft. You can't believe how soft this is. I might be able to use some of that today. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So I want to make us another sock doll. For those of you that are just coming in, I tried to make a sock doll following a video or a short or whatever you call it that popped up on YouTube. I put it in the description box if you want to have a look at it. And what the gal did was take a toddler size sock, which, let me see, now I just cut the one I had, which really I guess isn't even a toddler size. This is more of a toddler size. So this is the size sock she used. She had a white heel. So it depends on what you want, because the heel ends up being your face of your doll. The difference between, now bricolage is creating with what you have available. So I didn't go out and buy socks. I probably would have been tempted if it had been earlier when I discovered I didn't have the size I needed. Angie, don't tell. And the sock she used has more of a little cuff, not a real long one, but more of a cuff instead of this ankle size. Now, I have a bunch of socks because I use them to make hats. Let's see if I can lean in here. Oh, when I was painting my light bulbs. See? So I would use the sock to create a hat. So I have tons of socks, but for this purpose. And I would get them, at the dollar store, wherever I could get it cheap socks, because at one time I was painting hundreds of those light bulbs. Thanks, Dawn. And but I didn't have the right kind. So okay, so you have to adjust, right? So I took a regular, well, I took one that was a little bigger, like this, and started out with this one, and then I did this pink one, and they just weren't working for me, because when I looked and tried to follow hey Candy, good morning, video, I couldn't get the hats to fit the way that the gal said to do the hat. See, my hat is really big. My head is really little. I know, aren't they cute, Kimberly? But see, I did it the way she said, but it doesn't. So when I go through and do one, you might come up with you might observe things that I'm doing incorrectly. So I made a bigger one and I finished it off this morning. Now he's better. This is, of course, a larger sock, more of a regular size sock. But what I don't like about this guy is that I messed up back here. You shouldn't see all this minutia back here. But see, I can glue some kind of ribbon or a little pattern of something, right? I know it's very clever. And some of you girls, like Gail and Kathy are more stitchers than I am. This is really outside of my comfort zone. So I'm going to take you through, but I thought I would do one that's more Halloween inspired since we're coming up on Halloween. And I did a couple things different with mine than you'll see in the videos. I tried to sink my eyeballs down a little bit and then create a little bit of a nose. This guy didn't give a mouth to because I put the scarf on. This is just an extra chunk of sock that was left over that I wrapped around. I sent the videos to my sister, and my one sister commented and said, "How do people come up with this stuff?" I don't know. No idea. So, and I put a little extra padding in this guy, so he's got a little bit of a booty butt. All right, so let's get started. It does take a little while. Of course, they fast forward on those videos. So, and I'm not a stitcher, so it might take me a little while. You think this scarf looks like a mouth? It just looks like it's cold to me. He's got his mouth behind there, so he's trying to keep warm. Kimberly said hers will be wonky, that's for sure. That's her comfort zone. All right, so I had purchased for light bulbs a pair of these Halloween socks when I think Joann Fabrics, it was the end of the season and they had everything on clearance. So I have a pair of purple and black like this and the orange and black. So I just grabbed the orange. So what I'm going to do first, now keep in mind, this is going to be bigger than what is on the video if you watch the video, because I'm using a larger sock. But you can use, whatever sock. Now I think what I did incorrectly here is when I cut this sock, I cut more on an angle here and then came up. So I rewatched and rewatched and rewatched. Hey, Dar. Good morning. Oh, okay, Kimberly. They will look cute. So I'm just going to, if I got it correctly, she just goes maybe like a 1/4 inch, not even 1/8 of an inch above the heel. So I'm going to go ahead and cut right along that striped line. And I also found out that I don't cut socks so good either. All right, so that's the first cut you make. Now, normally you would just have this cuff part left. Now, I think I want to use the cuff and I want to use the lace. Maybe I'll put a dress on this one. I don't know. So I'm going to take off my, I was hoping this was just stitched on. Let's see. Oh, it looks like it might be. Because this ribbon might come in handy. Right, so I've got that little ribbon. Now, normally for the hat, she uses the band part of the sock, the tighter part that comes up over your ankle. Which here, I've got that lace on it, so I'm not sure what I want to do here. This sock's a little different. I might have to pull out well, just trying to see how that lace is stitched on there. Black on black, it's really difficult to see. Well, let's get started and I'll deal with that in a little bit. Hi, Pam. Good morning. And welcome to everybody who's here. Thanks for coming in. All right. So the next thing she did, once she got the sock cut this way, she opens it up and it really kind of reminds me of like an Indian, how they used to put their babies on their back. I don't know. I call it a caboodle, but that's not the right term. So you're going to flatten it out. Can everybody see okay? Hey, Kel. Good morning. How nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. So you're flattening it out like this, and then she folds it. And then she cuts right here in half. Now she doesn't cut much because her sock is smaller. I think I want my legs a little longer. A witch usually has those long striped legs. I'm thinking about maybe a witch. I went crooked. You know what? I'm going to grab another little sock. Let's grab this guy. Now, this is a kid's sock. It's not a toddler sock. It's more like a kid size. But I was thinking maybe I would do this one. Well, I'm not going to get it all finished, I don't think, because I don't stitch that fast. You know what takes most of the time? Stuffing it. So this is the same type of thing, but see, I have more to work with here. So let's just do this one too. So I'm just going to come right across here. And then I've got, see, this is going to be the hat. And I'll show you how she does the hat on this. All right, so now you open it up. Flatten this out. I can't even find my needle threaders. I have black beads somewhere, seed beads, can't find them. I'm so tired of knowing that I have what I need, but I don't remember where I put it. And not all socks are created equal. The ones that I picked up at the dollar store, you can definitely see a difference. All right, so I cut that for the legs. All right, now we turn them inside out. Inside out. And I'm going to grab some black thread and pray I can thread. Well, I can use a bigger needle. It doesn't matter. Okay. So let's grab a needle. I'm using a big-eyed girl. Ain't so funny. Spend my money. Chantilly lace and a pretty face and a ponytail hanging down. I'm going to use double because I don't want to pop my seams. And let's see if I can do this without my readers on. I might have to put my readers down. Oh, that's a big eye. Maybe I got it. Got it. And then you're just going to do a simple stitch and stitch up this leg area. You did, Gail? You misplaced your... I mean, I saw them not that long ago. I know exactly what they look like. And, you know, I always think to myself, oh, I'll put them here. It's such a good place. And then I don't remember where here is. So all you do is just simply stitch this sock. Now I'm just going to knot this end. Now this is really not, you know, black on black is really hard on a good day. And all she did was just, now certainly if you wanted to put this and do this on a sewing machine, you could. But I'm just doing it like the gal in the video. Now, from stuffing other things over the years and using fiber fill, They recommend you use just little portions at a time, and your project will look better. And I get very impatient, but it really is better, and you get a much better finished product instead of, jamming in a big lump of fiber film. Kel's got the rest of the words there for me. Makes the world go round. There ain't nothing in the world like a big-eyed girl that makes you talk so funny, makes you pay my money. Well, you gotta be careful. You grab the ooh, we don't want a hole in her little shorts there, or her little, well, we won't say. We just won't say. So you gotta make sure. I didn't do so great cutting my if you can do one cut without, like I did, and then cut it a second, like another half inch, that kinda messed me up before. Now what the heck? I got the little leg all I gotta stitch her up there. Yeah, you know what, Gail? It doesn't unravel that easily, but I just don't want any holes because I don't want my fiber fill to be, popping out. But, even as a knitter, my one girlfriend, Kathy, that comes in once in a while, and she's an avid knitter. There's you can cut once you've knitted and you can cut it like it's like interlocking. It's like knots. So it really, so far, I haven't had it unravel. Well, of course, I've only done a couple, and I really wouldn't even say successfully. I'm anxious the next time I get to the dollar store to see if I could get the right size sock. And with a lighter I like the lighter look on the face because I was thinking you could put a little, um, chalk or maybe a little bit of, acrylic paint and dry brush it on there and give it some rosy cheeks and, you do some different stuff with it. This is gonna be hard, um, on this one because the face is gonna be dark, but I've got white beads, so we'll see. Or I might just wanna sink in, just stitch and sink them down. I don't know. Alright, so see, that doesn't take too terribly long, and then you wanna knot off your end and cut. Now we're gonna do a gathering stitch around this opening here, okay? Again, I'm gonna use my black thread so it doesn't, um oh, that's cool. Quilting thread's a bit stiffer. Yeah, it goes through the eye of the needle better. The eye of the tiger. All right, here we go. Concentrate, Lori. Stop carrying on. Now I'm going to do this single thread. Well, you know what? Maybe I will do double. Let's see. I did double thread earlier and I got myself in trouble. And why was that? Oh, I know. The gal in the video does the is Andrea leaving? she stitched the arms down right from the head and neck thread. So I made this really long. I don't know that you need to do it all with the same thread. I use different threads on the ones that I made. Gosh, I'm having a hard time seeing the end of that black thread. But I think the double thread, when you wind it around the neck to bring the neck in, a stronger thread, is better. So I'm just gonna do that. All right, so this is just gonna be quick. And I, of course, knotted my end, and I'm just gonna use that orange line where I cut as a guide. And these are bigger stitches, nothing fancy, just simple in and out, in and out, in and out, because I want to be able to pull that and gather it. Clear as mud. Did Andrea leave? I don't want to miss saying goodbye, but I'm not quite sure I'm following accurately. You're trying to sew, Kimberly? I'm struggling with this black thread, I gotta tell you. I guess for demonstration purposes, I should have used maybe a different color. But I didn't think about that. Oh, there goes my camera again. It's been having some crazy days. Well, I thought I had it double, but maybe I didn't. I've got a loose tail. It doesn't matter. You picked a fine time to leave me still. Okay. Now, of course, you could embellish these. You could use a white sock, and then you could dress them. You could stitch things on, slow stitch stuff, put little patches or oh, if my thread broke. Oh, look, see, I have a knot here. That will never do. It won't gather. One moment, please. Oh, for heaven's sake. That's the problem with making your thread really long and not being able to see the black thread. The black thread on top of my black working mat here is also not great. I was thinking maybe I could pull it through, but now I've lost it. You know what? I'm going to start over. Oh, Gil had a dad call. Okay. This would make cute Christmas stock. Oh, yeah, little stocking stuffers. Or even if you don't have any little people in your life and you have a little pet, these would make a good little pet. Why is my camera doing that? I was thinking you put like If you had a cat, you know, put catnip or something in one. Maybe if I put this down, maybe it'll stop being weird and maybe we can see a little better. Oh yeah, Janet might love this. Yeah. And you know, if you don't have fiber fill, I was thinking earlier, not everybody might have fiber fill on hand. And if we're thinking about, you know, using what we have available, um, use little scraps of fabric, you know, little maybe the little teeny tiny pieces that um, you know, you don't really think you could possibly do anything with, or just cut up some of the, you know, maybe you have a piece of fabric that you know, you liked it when you bought it, but you don't like it now. You know, that you could use, to fill it, and could probably also fill it with rice. Oh, you might have something laying around that you can use. I bought a gigantic bag when my sisters and I were talking about having, um, an Etsy shop, the 3 of us, and it just never went anywhere. And we were making these pumpkins. My sister Nancy's still making pumpkins. She's crocheting most of them, but we were making them with, fabric at one point, and I got a great price on 5 pounds of fiber fill. That's enough to last you, 15 years, you know, especially if you're not like a avid doll maker. So this really, if you don't start over, doesn't take too long to come around that opening. And of course, if you're using a widow sock, it's even better. Okay, Ange, what are you working on, Ange? Inquiring minds want to know. Now, where did I start? I want to come all the way around to where I started. I don't want to overlap. Now, I'm going to take my needle off of this thread because two things. I don't want to stick myself, and I don't want to lose my needle. My phone might be ringing. I've got it on silent. Oh. All right. So I'm going to take that off and hope it doesn't knot. Put that in my little. Now we're going to turn it inside out. Hey, Connie. Good morning. Very gently. Turn it inside out with the little wigs. Just the little wigs. Right there. Now, if you have something not too sharp, like maybe the end of a pencil with the eraser, or sometimes the end of a knitting needle, I'm using very gingerly because that'll poke right through if you don't stitch it well. And you just want to push them out as much as you can. All right, now fiber fill. Let me have a little sip. I recommend just little pieces at a time, and this really is what takes time. And on the video, of course, they speed this up. But you can stuff it as full, um, or not full. You know, you can stuff it stiff, or you can stuff it to be floppy. You know, you can do whatever you like, depending on what you want it for. But see, sometimes if you have, I have one I used to have one here. I have wooden knitting needles that have a nice wooden top that you can use for. Oh, I also have this. Oh, I forgot I had this. It's a felting tool. I wonder if this would work. I forget what they call it. But if you put in a big wad like this, it gets lumpy and it doesn't look right. So some of us are just a little more anal about this kind of stuff. So you just have to do you, right? In the words of Tim Holtz, you do you. Now, of course, if you're making a mini one, you don't need to, it doesn't take as long because the sock is little. Uh-oh. Kimberly's got a hole in the crotch. Can't be having that, especially with the winter weather coming. Woo! It be a cold. Of course, my mind is going, got a hole in my crotch, dear mother, dear mother. I got a hole in my crotch. I shouldn't say things like that, but that's what's in my head. Okay. Now, somewhere along the line, my fiber fill got in connection with some glitter. I've got a little bit of glitter, and I can see a little bit of it through my sock. I would imagine the little one, like this size, where'd he go? Would be so cute. But I thought the switch one might be. Back in business. All right. All right. So I'm just putting it in very softly, a little bit on each side. Now, this might be fun to really accentuate the bum on this one if I'm going to do a witch. A witch with a big bum. Wouldn't that be cute? I know, right, Connie? Aren't they sweet? Now, see, this is where you want to make sure. See, when I cut my sock, I thought it was even, but I wasn't. So we've got one chubby leg. But see, I'm thinking about maybe putting a skirt on her, so maybe it won't be so bad. Because see, I've got all that sock. Who knows? Who knows what we're going to end up with? Now, I could really be stuffing this a lot more, but I don't want to be here all day doing this stuffing. Which kind of looks like my grandma's legs used to look. Maybe you got an old pillow that has fiber fill in it. Instead of taking it out to the trash, maybe have a look and see how your fiber fill looks. Now, don't forget that when you're doing this is the back. This is the Heiner right there. That's the Heiner. I'm coming around, getting a little bigger pieces of fiber because I'm coming into the wider part of the doll. That's true too, Kathy. If you stuff it loosely, especially if you stuff it not so full, like at the joint, you probably could get it to sit on a shelf. Good call. Good call. But see what I'm saying here? Like this was, a cheap sock. This wasn't a sock. This was from I think Joanne Fabrics. And this isn't as bad as some, but like the dollar store ones, this one, yeah, so you can see like where it was seamed. It's just not quite, doesn't quite match up. So that may not bother you, especially for making, a toy. And if you're going to put a dress on it or something, fiberfill sigh. My little Elvin has taken to digging in his dog. Oh, ours did that too, yeah. And sometimes they'd get one of their toys and get at it. Oh my goodness. And then once they got that open, man, they couldn't resist. They had to get it all out. I'm going to see if I can give her a little bit more of a bum here. Let's see. Now, the problem that I've been having, like I shared with you when you first came in, some of you may not have been here, but see, I can't get the head the right size. The head should be bigger. So I'm really not sure what I'm doing. Now, this one's not too terribly bad, but see, I screwed up the back. Sometimes even if you fluff it. Oh, she could have a big tummy too. All right, let's see. I said to my hubby, didn't we put that big bag of fiberfill out in the garage? She's like, I'm not sure, but will this do? And we had consolidated my leftover light bulbs and I had them all packed in fiberfill. So it worked out great. He didn't have to go hunting and I got plenty of fiberfill for my project. Now I'm going to start pushing this more up into, now that I'm looking at it, it looks more like a bumblebee. It is more orange. I don't know how that's looking to you guys. Then it's not really yellow, but so I'm going to start, and then I'm going to start pulling and gathering this a little bit. Now, I guess really you could if you had made another little ball of some kind or a felted ball, you could probably glue that in there and make that kind of a head. And you can it's so squishy. You can adjust, these different things and put your own touch on, what the original instructions say. Not giving her too much of a booty butt. Our dogs used to scratch and scratch and scratch in a certain area like this. And then twirl around, and dig some more, and dig some more, and then finally lay down. I miss my Bella terribly. Terribly. I keep telling my hubby I want a puppy. He's not having it. Is that what Elvin does? But he broke through the fabric. Okay, now let's see when we're going to tie around the neck. So this might be a good sized head. Okay. I can always add more. All right. So now she just continues to pull that. I think I still can get a little more fiber in there. Doesn't have too much of a booty butt, but it's okay. It's all right. See, now see the difference with how I cut this one? This one I cut incorrectly. See, I had to stitch all the way down here. But if you do it like the video says, when you start to gather the back of it, you just have this part here, you know, not down its back. Can you see the difference? Lori, I used a circle from a pair of pantyhose and make it. Oh, that's an idea, Ange. All right, so now I'm just trying to determine if I have enough fiber fill in there, and I think I do. So now I'm going to get this thread back through my needle, and I'm going to stitch this hole closed. Now, the gal in the video didn't stitch it totally closed, but then there again, she was working with a smaller, whoops, a smaller sock. Yeah, see, our dogs, when they would get a toy, I don't remember them getting their bed torn apart so much, but they would do toys. And I would just let them play with it. And Ron would be like, "You're not going to pick that up and throw it away?" I'm going to say, "Yeah, well, we're going to pick it up eventually, but why can't the dog?" I mean, they weren't eating it, they weren't, harming themselves, but they were having fun. All right, and then she just, just went in on the edge and started to pull it together. Um, kind of holding that thread tight. And once she got it the way she wanted it, she took her, "Hey, Dusty, nice to see you. Good morning." Is it still morning? Yep. And once she got it that way, she then took her thread and wound it around and pulled tight to make the head. Okay, now I got it's a little lopsided here. And then she took her needle, did a little stitch, made a knot, made another little stitch, made a knot. Come on, little girl. Okay. I don't know. It's probably terrible that I picked up the dark sock. I hope you're seeing it okay. So then what she does is she left her thread this, all hooked. Not loving your head? No, this is my fourth one. So I hear you, Kimberly. Um, she just starts to stitch, and then she just stitched down here to create an arm. So I'm just going to scoot on through my doll here to come to the other. Well, you know what? I'm closer to this side. Let me just scoot through here. And then I'm going to start an arm. And then, you know, you pull it tight. You go right through all the fiber fill. And I did my stitches pretty close together here. I kind of just kept pinching. You see what I'm doing? I'm just pinching. Now it's handmade, so these aren't going to be perfect. If you want them perfect, make one yourself. That's all I gotta say. I know, right, Dusty? I mean, especially if you watch the video. Did you watch the video? She makes that look, of course, they speed things up, and she makes it look so easy. But like I said, my first few don't look so good. Of course, they don't have the exact sock either. Let's use that as an excuse. But it has potential. We have to watch the video to get a real, true picture of what you're. But see how it starts to create the little arm? It's clever. It's very clever. Of course, I was sucked in as soon as I saw it pop up. I'm like, ooh, what's this? I mean, these are, I think, the girls that, you know, they take keep getting out of frame, you know, a pair of jeans and they cut this and they whack off the leg and they add it here and they do, and then by the time they're done, you've got this beautiful tote. Yeah, cheap to make, absolutely. This is using stuff that you have available. You know, what if you got a pair of socks that you just like my niece, she loves socks and she wears all kinds of crazy socks. And I don't know if she's still doing it, but when she was younger, she would wear one sock on one foot and then a sock from a different set on her other foot. It was kind of her thing. And so what if you have a pair of socks and you know the toe wears out? Well, you can make a little doll or a sock from your kids if you still have, you know, a pair of socks left from when your kids were little. Like I saved a couple things I didn't. There you go. That's a good point, Dusty. She has a lot of socks and she just has one left. You know how the dryer eats them. Or you might say to yourself, who in the world is going to buy a sock at Goodwill? Now we know. It could be me. All right. So then when you get to where you think your arm looks the way you want it to, just just end it. End it. I'm going to put a little knot in there and pull. You're not really going to see that. But see, you can see on my leg how, you know, I didn't do it real great stitch in there. Oh, your dog eats them. So now you can sneak on over to the other side or you can restart. I think I'm going to restart. So with something like this, what I like to do is bury my thread. So you just go into the body or somewhere on your project. Give it a yank. Give it a little bit of a tug. And then when you snip your thread, it scoots down into the fiber film. All right, now we're going to do the other side. All right. Now, I'm going to go through the back of the head because that's going to be covered with a hat. And then I'm going to bring my needle down to where I want my arm to start. I'm just scooting it through the sock. And I'm gonna just kind of feel. And I'm just eyeballing it, so my arms are not gonna be matchy-matchy. And I am tugging on this to kind of pull that fabric in. To make a okay, Gail, no problem. Um, and I'm getting my stitches fairly close together. I don't know if you need to do that, but that's what I'm doing. And see, I am giving it a tug because I want to create that arm. Now, my situation is different because this was a real long witchy sock I got a year or two ago after the Halloween season. And I'm going to show you on this little sock what the gal in the video did as soon as I finish this arm. And show you how she created the hat. Now I want to make more of a witchy looking hat, which is kind of what I did on this guy. It's definitely more pointed than what she does on the video, but I'll show you. Let me just finish my arm up here. Now that one, if I do it that way, it looks like she's got one in her pocket. You need a hat? Yeah. I was just thinking on some of these, I could have used a little straw hat. I think I just gave all my little tiny straw hats to Goodwill because I haven't used them in like 20 years. Go figure. This is why we don't throw anything away, right, girls? Never fails. Never fails. I was talking to a girlfriend yesterday, and we were talking about clutter, cleaning everything up, especially after me cleaning out my mom's house. Not me, we cleaned out my mom's house. Ah! I wasn't paying attention and my thread came out of my needle. Oh, I hate when that happens. Oh, just hate it. So my youngest sister mentioned something about an apparatus for your mouth. It's supposed to take care of sleep apnea. I have a CPAP machine, which I don't really use, which I should use. So I asked my dentist, and he said, oh, yeah, I can do that. So I went yesterday. Of course, I keep having trouble with my one crown falling out. I don't have much tooth left. Shaz is here. Hi, Shaz. And, okay, so those arms look fairly, maybe one more little stitch, fairly even. And so he glues that back in, puts the apparatus in my mouth, shows me how it goes in. And they had to make me a different one because I don't have many teeth in the back. So I actually got a better one than what my dentist uses himself. And I said, well, what about that tooth you just, he said, don't worry about that. It'll be fine. Because they really, stuck to my teeth. And then he told me how to get it undone. There's like a latch. Did it again. It's a latch in the front. So I took the bottoms out. He said, "Great, you're doing great." Oh, I felt pretty good about it, especially with my nails. I didn't want to pop off a nail, so I'm trying to get in there with my fingers. They're almost like trays that you would use to whiten your teeth. That's what they look like, really. And so I pulled out the top, and another crown came out. So I slept with it last night for the first time, so we'll see. I have to read the instructions because I think it feels looser, but there's like a little skate key kind of thing. I think I can tighten it in the front. I don't know. Boy, it sucks getting old. Well, maybe it's not an old thing, but anyway, okay. So here she is. Can you see her a little? She does look like a little bee. All right. So my sock for this is different because I've got lace here that I want to maybe use. And this is the cuff of the sock. Can you see this is the cuff of the sock that I want to maybe make a witch hat? But I don't know because it's well, witches hats are black, so you know. Okay. Ooh, oh, I love Walgreens. I haven't been there in a long time. Okay, so this is the little one that I cut early when I first started. So this is how it's cut. This is where you take off the heel, and then this is what you have left of the sock. Now, if you use what she uses on the video, you won't have this much sock left. You'll probably have about that much sock left. So now, like I said, it hasn't worked for me. So I'm going to just trim this off. So this is generally what you would have left because the sock that she uses looks more like that rather than that. Okay, you getting me? You following me here? So then when she takes this, she folds it in half and she trims around here. Just a curve, just a little curve. Uh-oh. Kimberly's buckling up. Here we go. On our way to Walmart. Ooh, I want to get a treat. Wonder if they have those Halloween eggs out yet that are by Cadbury and they have the gooey stuff in the middle. So this is how your hat kind of looks. So she takes it and she folds it inside out. You know, you flatten it all down and then she stitches like that and then folds it back again. All right. So I'm going to do hopefully something similar to this. Now I can feel that this is weighty. This is a lot thicker than the rest of the sock. So they've got that doubled down. Now I'm going to just see if I can try to get this lace off. If I can see well enough to get, I might have to use I don't know if my magnifying glass is going to help. It's just so dark. If I get in there and get one stitch cut, I should be able to get it off, but I don't really want to cut the sock. This is why I never knit with dark thread. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Dusty. A lacy skirt. See, Lori gets very impatient with stuff like this. I don't think I got it. Oh, maybe I did. Oh. So I was thinking I'd like to get the whole thing off without damaging the lace. Ooh, I think I got it there. I got one little hole. They've got it double stitched on. She double stitched me. All right, let's see. You know what? I think I'm going to just, for time's sake, I'm just going to go around and cut off the lace. So I don't want to cut the sock because I want that elastic part, you know, to work, to be tight around her head. Now it's much simpler on the video. You know, you don't have to make it as difficult as I make things. I do have black lace, I think, but I don't think I have this much. All right. It's twitchy too. Now, ideally, this is supposed to, you know, fit like this. Oh, look, it does. You can't see it. Black on black. Black on black. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. All right. No, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I want this to be longer because I want it to be more of a witch looking hat. Right? So I'm going to cut it up here. I'm going to turn it inside out. I'm going to fold it in half like she did. Now they have doubled down on this sock. It's very thick here. I don't want to cut into that like I did with this one. See, I cut all the way down to the thin elastic band. But this, it's not thin. This whole band is thick. This may not work. I know you would be surprised. So I think I'm going to angle it this way to try to make it more like a witch looking hat. Kimberly, someone has their hand under a cutting blade the other night, and I kept telling her to move her hand, and she didn't. Oh no. All right, so this is what I'm doing. Really trying to cut an angle. Now I'm going to have to stitch it. I'm going to have to stitch it. Now I do have my glue gun plugged in, so I'm thinking Kathy sent me that fabulous fiber, right? Let's see. Let's see if we can use. Now, of course, we have that orange, but I think I want to save that because to me that is absolutely delicious. What if we give her gray, like a white gray hair? What if I give her some hair? Because I want to be able to see the hat. Right now, she's going to need some eyes too. So how spooky is she going to look? Oh, I didn't close that. Oh, that was an accident waiting to happen. Maybe I'll give her sparkly eyes. Now, I have my beading. Now, the gal in the video, she does it afterwards, I believe, but I want to put my eyes on first. Here it is. And I'm going to try to use one of these bead needles. Can you see that? They're very thin wire. What I did with my other dolls, when I started to do them, I went to put the eyes on. I had a regular needle and it wouldn't fit through the seed beads. So dumb. So I thought, okay, Lori. And then I went and did it a second time. Dumb. So make sure your needle is going to fit through whatever bead. Yeah, you can use button eyes. I don't have anything real little that I'm wanting to put on there. I may put some buttons down here, but I don't want her eyes to be that big. However, I might clump some of those beads instead of just using one. So I'm going to cut some more thread. I'm going to put it in my beading needle. Somewhere I have doll needles specifically for sewing eyeballs on dolls through their big fat heads. Do I know where they are? No. I know those blades do make you nervous, Ange, and rightfully so. But most of us feel confident that we're not going to cut ourselves. And, sometimes it happens. I've cut off a nail. I haven't cut my finger yet. I've come close, but usually it's just the nail goes. All right, now this is a little fiddly because it's very thin and you don't want to bust it, but you got to get it to come through her head. You got to get it to come through where you want, which is a little more difficult with this bendy needle. So I'm coming through. Now you don't have to do it this way. You could stitch it right on the front here. But I want to come it through, and because I want to give it a little bit of an indentation, I think. And I have my other dolls set where the eyes are a little further set apart. I kind of like that. I kind of just think it looks, at least for today, more dramatic and gives it a funkier look. See, now if you pull too hard, it comes right through. So at some point you have to stop pulling until you get it latched in there. Okay, I got it better that time. I'm going to use these silver seed beads, these like whitey silver seed beads. I'm going to see how they look. If I don't like them, I'll take it off and I'll do something else. But I'm going to put maybe 4 or 5 on my needle if I can. There's 3. Ooh, I got 3 in that one scoop. Now I can always start over. So I'm going to back that needle right back through the back of her head. I think that'll be okay. Now, if you're just doing one bead, you're going to come back through there and maybe put another stitch in there. But see, I've got 5 of them and they're all clumped together. Ain't happening. So I think I'm going to put a little stitch on the back of her head. Now that's not pulled as tight as I would like it, but it's going to do. It's going to do. Now I'm going to come over here and try to line it up to where I think her other eye would go. And we're going to go there. Oh, really, Ange? A thimble jar? You know, I thought she was the one, and then I looked for her, and then she wasn't there. Oh, it looks okay to me, Shaz. Is anybody else freezing? I'll have to go back. I'll have to go back and do you know about how many hours it was when you bought it, so I could go look and see what you got? That sounds interesting to me. I just shot them all over. Hey, you little dog. Come on. Woo! Oh, I didn't get it. I think that one was clogged. All right, so one. I know I could dump these out, but I don't feel like. Two. How's it going, Kimberly? 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're scooting those down. Going right back in that same spot, right through the back of her head. Give that a yank. I'm going to give it a little stitch. Now on my other doll, I put some stitches for the nose. It was Tuesday night. She opens a box. Okay, baby. Thank you. I'll check it out. Tuesday night, I was watching baseball. All right, so I'm going to snip it. But I want her to have some kind of a little nose, I'm thinking. Okay, now let me close my little doodaddy here. Oh my gosh. Those beads will last me like forever. Hmm. Well, let's put some hair on and then maybe we can. So I'm going to cut little tiny strips of this here. I just cannot tell you how soft this stuff is. This is so I want it to be really little because I wanted to just stick out her hat. And so maybe I'll just wind it like this. And we'll start here. I can always cut more. And I'm going to cut here. And then I'm going to cut down here. I can always give her a haircut. Now I'm going to take little pieces. Let me see. I'll get my old tweezers. Maybe this will work. It's going pretty good. You're going to put a face on them. And so is Beanie on. All right. All right, so let's start here. A little bit of glue. She's definitely going to need a haircut. I'm trying to avoid getting glue on my nails, but I think that's Well, maybe I can use the end of the glue gun. There's an idea. Oh, I just had another idea. I wonder if well, I could maybe bend it back up. Okay. Let's see. So let's put some along the side here. You could sew this on. Didn't think about that until just now. Lovely. All right, let's get it all the way down the side here. Clumping it on. There we go. All right, I'm going to get some more. Ooh, this is changing colors. A little snip, snip, and snip. All right, now let's give her some more hair. Didn't get enough glue there. I know, Kat, this is great. A little bit more here. Man, I think I just threw away a little broom too. I could have given her a broom. See, I'm telling you, you just don't throw anything away. My husband doesn't get it. I need a little more glue there. You could also lay this yarn on a strip of fabric, right? And stitch it down and then just either stitch or glue the fabric band on. I got a couple wild hairs here, girls. Couple wild hairs. Hi, Carol. Good morning. Did I miss somebody else coming in? Do I have a name for her? No, I don't have a name for her. Yeah, Murray probably would. Okay. Need a little bit more down here. Because once I get the hat on, it might be a little hard to add some locks of hair. So let's load her up. I've got blue. All right, now I'm going to leave her like that for just right now. And then I'm going to stitch the hat and see how this looks. This may need to have some adjustments made. So let's see how it turns out. Now I have thread over here. Do I have enough to do the hat? Might be cutting it close, but we'll go for it. All right, so I'm going to stitch this similarly to how I stitched her legs. right, here we go. Here we go. Now you want to make sure you have it laying the way you want it. See, it's all curled in on itself, so you want to make sure you have it flat. And then don't pull it too tight or it's gonna gather. Okay, here we go. I'm kind of hurrying. My hindquarters are getting tired of sitting in the seat without getting up. Now just come around the bend. Now her hat's not going to be real pointy, I don't think. I should have done that more severe up there, but her hat might be a little too big for her. Her hat might be a little too big for her britches. I just think it looks so cool the way the gal in the video stitches all this together. All right, let's see. All right, I'm going to put a knot. See how we did. Okay, here we go. Turn it inside out. That's lousy over there. I really got it messed. I didn't stitch it. Well, look. How did I miss that? Oh, good grief. You know what? I'm gonna do the hat on my machine real quick. Will that make anybody crazy? I think I want a better point at the top, and I have my machine right here. If I can just get to my pedal, put the pedal to the middle, and let's see, I want it on a regular stitch. I'm cheating, Kimberly. This probably won't look any better, but gotta stretch to get that pedal. Lock her in. Here we go. I don't think I ever sewed on a sock before. And it's a witch hat, so like it really could be crooked. Right? It could be very crooked. Whoop. Come on, baby. It's not cooperating. All right. This is going to look very different now, I think. Could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. All right, I'm going to trim this a little bit. Oh, shoes would be great. I'll trim a little bit off. It's going to be a wonky hat. Wonky, wonky, wonky. This is so deep. Not like a normal sock. All right, let's just see. Well, she doesn't look like a witch, does she? I'm going to add some more glue here and try to put her hair. Let me get another glue stick. I'm going to fold her hair back. All right, let's see. Oh my goodness, her hair's all stuck in her eyes. We're thinking Esmeralda. Hey, there's Peggy. Hi, Peggy. She's been lurking. She's changing her closet to fall clothes and purging. Oh, good for you. I haven't done that kind of thing in years. I just leave it all. I'm a mess. All right, so she's got a little bit longer hair here. Now, I don't want to cover. Just not liking that hat. It fits better than the other hats. What if I do it this way? Hmm. Very sad. Maybe if I tuck this and it's not as deep of a band, I might cut that. I might cut it. Excuse me. Could set it off to the side. I'm making an executive decision. Bum, 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 bum. All right, let's see what happens when we cut the. And it doesn't matter, right? If it's wonky. See, I've got all that extra in there. Extra, extra. Read all about it. Come on, little witchy. I'll put it off to the side. See, I want to cover this mess in the back, too. I think I'm going to glue my hat on. But I think I want more of her hair pulled forward. I think I have some little leftover bits of Halloween stuff. I think I know right where that is. All right, I'm going to glue this back portion on first. Okay. Now, I could have stuffed her hat too, which I decided I wasn't going to do that. Her eyes are a little wonky. I have to think about a nose. She's got fibers all over her. She's fiberlicious. All right, let's glue this down. Ideally, you would stitch this, but this might be getting a little bit old with me stitching. See, I've got that extra layer in there. Again, this was not the ideal sock to do this, but it's what I had. Bricolage. All right, now don't forget we have this yummy bow. This is something we could use. And we've got the lace. Let's see what this looks like if we pull it up on her. Now she's got those arms there, so that could be a... Let me get my box of leftover hollow. Okay, this is going to be tricky. Tricky. I think I have some left. I got rid of most of my stuff like that because I don't really use it anymore. But I know it was over here. Over here, over here. Not that. They call me the stacker. I should have gotten my pinches. Here's my wheelies. Oh shoot, it's not in there. I must have moved it. Boy, isn't that a shocker. But look, I found this. The other sock. I can use that extra lace. Because I think I want to put half of her skirt on the front and then half on the other. I used to have spiders, you know, and all that kind of stuff. Because I would decorate my bulbs. All right, so I'm going to take this piece. I'm going to cut this. On Twitter, I can't understand Twitter. You like her with nothing on? No, I think I like her with a skirt. We'll see. All right, let me have I guess I'll stick with the black. Maybe I'll use the pink thread. It might be because I think I'm gonna, well, I better stay with black. Better be safe than sorry. All right, so I'm getting more thread. I used to have all kinds of buttons and skulls and bats. I think I gave it all to Goodwill. Okay. I'm going to do another. You know what I do? I put this in the needle and then I pull the wrong end. How's that for being loony? Looney Tooney. Here we go. Whoa, I really made it long. I know, and that's why I think I need a ooh, that's an idea, Peggy. That's why I think she needs a skirt. That's a good idea. 'Cause I think I'm gonna use the bow. Alright, so I'm just doing another gathering stitch. Lori, did you give some elastic thread through the lace instead of Lori, do did you give some elastic? No, I don't have elastic thread? Is that what you're talking? Do you have no. Mm-mm. I know, it's shocking that I don't. Like, I have some, like, cording somewhere, but not thin stuff that would go through this. And there again, no idea where it is. None. Hear my phone beeping. Hubby's out. Let's just see if he oh, that's my reminder. Gotta have my teeth cleaned tomorrow. They were trying to consolidate my appointments, but we were in Pennsylvania and I didn't get the message. Oh well, I'm retired. Now, this is the kind of thing too, you don't have to put everything on at once. You can, if you find stuff in your stash that you want to add later. See, what I'm thinking is it needs to be double. Orange is the new black. All right. Do you find me annoying? I find myself to be annoying. I want to think about this. Where's my thread? See, now I'm singing the Kit Kat song. I don't know what's wrong with me. Let's do half-as. Half-as, half-as. Right about there. Man, this is like doing it blind. I wasn't sure I had anything, although I could have probably pulled out a piece of, a piece of, not seam binding or something like that to put on the top of the skirt. This just gets so involved, once you start down the, once you get started down the road, it's like no turning back. Oh, Peggy, you're so funny. Peggy said, "You don't know annoying until you met my husband. He's on her last nerve today. He's in fall gardening mood." Oh my gosh. My husband doesn't sit still much. It's like, we were in Pennsylvania like all day. We come back and I'm like, "What are you doing now?" He's outside. "Well, I'm thinking I might go pull out all the flowers." I'm like, "My gosh, like we're retired." It's not like he has to go to work. It's not like we have to catch a plane. You know what I mean? Like it does not have to be done on a day when you've been running your tail all around Pennsylvania. Ugh, I give up. All right, I'm halving it. I'm halving it. So now I'm going to pull this so it's gathered. So I'm thinking I want it like that. I want it to be a little bit longer. And then I'm going to hopefully have enough thread still on my needle. Well, maybe I'll do this single. Have a good rest. 49 years of this nonsense. That's amazing. Good for you, Peggy. I know, right? It's like, what? It's like we don't have, pick anybody. The Pope, anybody coming to visit. Like, who do you think's coming that's going to say, "Oh my gosh, you don't have your plants out yet?" And he was wondering about cutting the grass. He goes to the clubhouse. Oh, that's the word I couldn't think of the other day. He goes to the clubhouse to play cards. He really enjoys it. I think he's crazy. Different strokes for different folks. And then after being there all afternoon, comes home and is wondering about mowing the grass. Are you freaking kidding me? So this is what I'm thinking. What do you think? And then I can do the backside later. Now I want something here, like maybe a button. Peggy said a charm. Okay, so let's see. This I think I can, let me tie this off. I'm hoping this works. See if I've got hot glue on my nail. Not happy about that. Not happy about that. At least several years, I mean, a long time ago, my husband stopped asking me, "Would you like to come out and help me?" No. Don't like dirt. You think it's cute, Kimberly? Thank you. All right, let's see here. Maybe I have a piece of jewelry. A cutie patootie? All right, I'm just gluing because it's faster. I could have used Fabri-Tac, I guess. That might have been more better. Well, there you go, Shaz. That's a definite possibility. It's kind of the ruffled, giving her the ruffled look. Just gonna put a little stitch here. Shaz, I did send you an email. I responded to your email. Of course, your email was from a long time ago. I finally answered. I'm gonna lose that needle. Now I can do the back side later. I was thinking Esmeralda. Anybody else have an idea? I'm going to put the glue here. And then I'm going to get my drawer of jewels. See if I've got something. Can't really see her hat when she's laying it down, but. And then I'm thinking this bow is going to go right there on her little tum-tum. And that'll cover all the, the crappiness of me not having a band. Let's face it, she's just gonna sit somewhere in my room. You did? Okay, Shaz, great. You're on top of things, kid. You're on top of things. I got a couple of things done on my to-do list yesterday, which really felt great. Oh, honey, you're home already? Cool. Woohoo! All right, I've got several things here. Let's see. This is not what I'm looking for. Oh, there's some sweeties. Let's see. I don't want that one. I think I want this one. All this junk jewelry I have acquired. Let's see if we can make any of it work. See what's in here. Oh, this looks like a lot of beads. This may not be what I was thinking it were. I got plenty of Christmas pins, but I don't think I have a... Hi, Giovanna. How are you? Nice to see you. Okay. Too big, too big. Some old earrings. Ouch. That's a pretty name, Giovanna. If I'm saying it right. Ooh. Oh, goodness. Ooh. Ooh. Did I hit the camera? Nah. I want something that's gonna maybe pop. Oh, that's kind of cool. But see, that's black again. Sorry for that noise. Oh, this is where all my... Let's see if we got anything in there. was wondering where this stuff was. I wanted my memory wire. I think that might be that. Let's keep that out. Whoa, that's a little too big. Gosh, I don't even remember half of this stuff. Isn't that just the way it goes? Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Oh, I love Fiona. I love Fiona. Let's do Fiona. Thinking if I had more of a personality, I would have named my daughter Fiona. All right, let's see what's in these two things. See, I keep picking up more stuff. No, I don't want that. Gail, I found a box of needle threaders I didn't remember I have. Want me to hand you one? Oh, wouldn't that be great if that really worked? Here, have a taste of this or have a piece of that. This says Elizabeth. We could name her Elizabeth. She could be Elizabeth. I don't need a witch named Elizabeth. I'm thinking she needs a charm on her hat, maybe. But I was thinking a necklace of some kind. No, I'm not really finding anything. Well, I think that's pretty clever, Giovanna. Queen Elizabeth. Let's see what this earring is. Actually, I wish I had some orange beads that I could just wrap around her neck. See, this is really big. Maybe I should restring these and put around her neck. I think I kind of like that idea. Okay, let's get the charms out and see if I have something that will look cute on her hat. That's just fluff. Let's put all this back in here. Let's see what we have in the way of charms. See, I don't do much Halloween. Never really have. I mean, I love to paint faces. I like to get dressed up for Halloween. But of course, we don't even decorate any. We don't decorate much anymore except for Christmas, really. I'm not sure that I even have a pumpkin. How about this little cat? That will look cute on her hat, right? What can I do about her nose? Should I just stitch a nose? Gosh, she's picking up every piece of lint on my table. Oh, of course, Kitty Jen would say, use the cat, use the cat. Okay, she needs a little bit of a haircut over here. She's got a bare hinder, but I'll fix that later. Long crooked noses.
So I was thinking about making her look a cute little nose.
Maybe a button nose. All right, let's get this little kitty cat on. I'm just going to stitch it on. We're just going to stitch it, Pam. Which is black pipe cleaner. Stitches black pipe cleaner. I don't think I have pipe cleaners anymore. I don't think I have black for sure. This kitty is cute. Definitely cute. All right. That was easy. Should have probably stuffed her hat. Hey, there's Pam. Bat wings. Good. Oh. Look, I got these from, I think, from the market or something. What about those, girls? I would have never thought of that. I know I got another one. There was two in this mess. Look. Oh, where's the other one? Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. Peggy's got ideas like crazy good ideas. Okay, here we go. So now I'm going to hot glue them on and they'll be floppy. Love it. I know, right, Pam? These are perfect. I got them in a set of something. I don't know. I thought, what am I ever going to use them for? No, my gun's still on. I just can't get that to line up. Oh, baby. That's right. Where's my other? I just hit her head. The wings will put her over the top. Should I glue them in another spot so they stay there, or should I leave them really floppy? All right, now what about a little piece of this? Is it too late to put this on? Yeah, I think I really want the beads. You worn out, Caps? I think I need another little piece of hair in there. I think I want the blue, though. I guess I could have the blue. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, let's add a little piece of that in there. All right, how are we on time? Does it matter? Does it really matter? I want to get that in there. Floppy, yeah, I like them floppy. 12:16. Oh, she's just starting to look darling. Okay, I got to do this. All right, so I think I want to save the string so I can use it. This is why we buy all this crap. Okay, now am I going to have enough with just the black? I probably have other black beads, but oh Lord, who knows where they are. Okay, let's see. This is my thread. I should have cut that better. Now, am I going to be able to do this? See, the tricky part is finding the hole. All right, where do I have a little, yeah, right here. I saw some girl call them a bulldog clip, and that's what's in my mind, and I never called them a bulldog clip. But that's all that's in my head right this second. So I'm going to clip the end. And I'm not going to do this any rhyme or reason. Shaz, I don't even remember what I said. I don't know. I'm naughty, naughty girl. Oh my gosh, I can't find you. Okay, I'm going to tell you this. I shouldn't tell you this. My mom and dad. Now, my dad's been gone over 10 years. Okay. My husband and I are taking my mom and dad somewhere. They're in the back seat. They're trying to get buckled up. And my mother starts, Jack, can you get it? Can you get it? Do you feel it? Can you see? Do you know? Or can you get it? You can't buckle your own. I can't find the hole. You can't find the hole. And they just went on. We were crying. It was so funny. Mom and dad. I'm not making any sense out of these. I'm just putting them on as I pick them up. And then hopefully I can tie it well enough that when I stretch it around her neck, yeah, we were like, what are you two doing back there? And then my dad got laughing. Gosh, my dad was so cute. Such a cute man. Cute. Very cute. I should have probably left those off, but I'm thinking I might need them because I don't think I have that many black beads. And then I don't know that I'm going to feel like going and digging for more. Oh, let me put on a straight one. wish I had something on a little hook that I could hook on this necklace that would just hang down a little bit. So then all I have left to do will be the back of her skirt. And then if I see, yeah, a ball pin's a great idea. I mean, and I do have the little latches. I'm just thinking, oh, maybe just a ball pin, you saying? I was thinking about another kind of little charm or maybe a button or I've got some orange beads here staring me in the face. And I'm thinking, well, maybe I could hang something on it like a pendant. Brugal bead? Has anybody seen Judy O? I'm gonna have to message her. I keep forgetting. I haven't seen her little face in a while. Does anybody chat with her? I know she travels. Hang something on the bulb pin. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, I gotcha. Another great idea. Wonder if sometimes those beads are a little too big. That might be okay though. All right, we're coming down the home stretch. Okay, Jen, thanks for coming and hanging out with us. You have a great day. You did? Okay, Peggy, thank you. I should still message her. Haven't talked to her in a bit. Now I hope this is long enough where I can make me a knot. It's gonna be close. Of course, this is older, stretchy stuff. These nails don't help, girls. I gotta tell you, I love my nails, but I might have to back off some of these beads. All right, let's take those long ones off. She's only got a little neck. Let's see. I wonder if, I grabbed it wrong. I wonder if I do the, like a surgeon's knot, if that would hold instead of what I was gonna do. Giovanna's out of here. Bye, Giovanna. Have a great day. Or maybe she's saying goodbye to Jen. Sometimes it's hard to keep track of what is going on. Okay. Let's see if this works. Gosh, this is so little. I'm going to loop it and loop it again. And I'm going to do it again if I can. Whoop. That's like a wild hair. That's like a chin hair. This is where I get my, of course, if your tweezers aren't filled with glue on the end, they work a little better. Usually I don't have too much trouble with the nails. Today, this is a little fiddly. Yeah, I got too much glue on the end of that one. I don't know if this is going to work any better. Yeah, it's a little better. Now, I'm going to warn you right now. If I stretch this over the doll's neck and the beads go flying everywhere, I might have a little bit of an issue. I might wet my pants. All right. Oh, see, I've got the wings on. Let's lift up her little locks. See if we can make it work. Keep your fingers crossed. See, I did that backwards. I should have, done this first. But I was so excited about the wings. Oh, Fiona. In hindsight, I would have left the straight beads off. That looks better right there. The back looks better than the front. Okay. Now, Pam says, my kids are learning how to do laundry. They transfer the wash to the dryer, but then thought they needed soap in the tray for the washer while drying, but soap bottle is heavy, so they came and got me. I let them know what needed done. Son gave me a hug and said that. Oh, Pam, that's adorable. It's good that they're learning to do that. That's wonderful. Okay, there's a bulb pin. Oh, that's so cute. All right, let's see. I've got a little orange bead here. It's a different color orange, but it's all right. Let's see if I can make it work. Sometimes it doesn't dangle nicely. Oh, that'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so all I have to do is straighten out the wings. What did I do with this swing? I really got that one whacked. Whack-a-doodled. Here we go. Now, the only thing I have to think about maybe is a nose of some kind. She's so fluffed up, all fuzzed up from all the fibers just sticking to that sock. I'm looking for a little bit of, yeah, this should work. A little bit of tape. Kimberly, how are you doing? Do you have your doll together? All right, so this is going to be it for me for today. Thanks for coming. Kathy, thank you so much for my goodies. And we used the fiber, some of the fiber she sent that was so yummy. Let's clean this little girl's face. Fiona. And she's got a little cat on her hat. A little cat on her hat. I think I've got a bit of, oh, that's where, of course. I'll fuss around with this. I'm probably going to change that. Because see, I think the back of the necklace looks better. So I'll scoot that around. I ended up with the my threads right there, and then I can trim those. But anywho, all right, so I put the link of the video that I saw making a little doll out of a sock. Now, the original video makes a doll out of a little toddler sock, so it would be a mini doll, which, I think would be adorable, but I didn't have that in my stash. So, for the nose, does somebody give me an idea? Do a yellow bead? Yeah, I do, but I don't know if I would like a bead. I mean, this is kind of big. But I might have a carrot or a cone. Like, I was thinking, look at that. That's a homemade bead. That would really be a big schnoz. Oh, okay. That'd be great. And then if you don't mind, I can maybe put them on my I'll put Fiona and your doll on my community tab. So now I got to get the back of her dress done yet. I guess I really wouldn't have to, but I think I will. And get that finished. And I might just, in my buttons, you don't think she needs a nose? I could just do a little stitch there too. Just maybe a little black satin stitch or something. I don't know. Is Kel still here? Maybe a little satin stitch. Anyway, that might work. But when I saw the video, I just wanted to make the little doll. And like I said, I didn't have what I needed. So I had a few not so good tries. So I didn't get the head right. All right. And then I tried this one, of course, again with a bigger sock. So he was a little bit more of a success. I ran into some problems because my head was small with the hat not fitting. But this one, the hat fit. I just didn't stitch it very well. And this was a funky sock because it had a bigger, yeah, maybe a French knot. That might be a possibility. But I love the ideas you gave me with the bats. I'm glad we put some hair on her. And there she is. So that's it for me. Gosh, it was fun having you here. Thanks for joining me. And don't forget, take time to be creative. And I'll see you next time, hopefully Sunday at 11 Eastern. And go Phillies. I'll see you soon, girls. Bye bye.